Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga Burpees with me, Elyse. Today we will not be doing any yoga burpees, but instead moving through a fairly short yin sequence that's going to really focus on our upper body. So if you have a block or a bolster, or even you just have some pillows at home, you can grab those and we'll get started. For today's practice, we'll only be holding the poses for roughly 1 to 2 minutes. Our upper body, it's a smaller area, so it actually doesn't need as much time as some of the other poses that we do in yin, like a pigeon or a lizard, dragon for our lower body, where you might hold something for up to 6 minutes. You'll find pretty quickly when we go through different poses for our upper body that it can get a little bit more intense faster, so that's why we're not going to stay there too long. We'll begin in child's pose. And just walk your arms out and relax your forehead to your mat. And just know that if you want to close your eyes for most of this practice, I'll guide you through and let you know when it's time to come in and out of a pose. And if this is your first time doing yin yoga, just know that on a scale of 0 to 10, you really don't want to go past a 5 in terms of sensation, but we are seeking out a little tension and a little sensation, and sometimes even a dull achiness feeling. But if you'd like to know a lot more about yin, all the different sensations to expect in different poses, I do have a full 2-hour yin yoga video breaking it all down for you. Staying in your child's pose, start to walk your hands all the way over to the right side of your mat. You'll start to feel a stretch down the left side of your body. And just play here for a moment. Maybe if you want some more sensation, you can cross your left palm over your right, or just leave your hands as is. All right, this isn't a game of Survivor. You want to get right to that sweet spot, play your edge in each pose. And slowly start to walk your hands back through center and all the way over to the other side. By now you might actually start to feel some extra sensation building in your legs, in your hips. If not, that's okay. If you are, you always can adjust by bringing your legs a little closer together or wider apart. And slowly start to walk your arms back through center. And then slide all the way out onto your belly, very slowly, carefully. And just rest your forehead on your arms or rest your cheek to one side. All right, and then coming into Sphinx Pose. You're gonna come onto your forearms and you wanna have your elbow under your shoulder or just slightly ahead. You don't wanna be back here cranking anything. And just hold here. If this is too much today for your low back, we are seeking mild compression, but if it's a lot, grab your bolster or pillow, kind of tuck it in by your armpits, and just let your arms go out long here. So you're still getting a very mild and gentle back bend. And if this is still too much altogether, feel free to skip this today. And with your neck, you can let it hang down heavy, or maybe keep it up neutral, looking forward. I always like to get a little extra back of the neck stretch here. Notice if you're clenching at all, or if you're engaging and squeezing any muscles in your body, if your jaw is tight. Try to just breathe naturally and soften those areas. And slowly start to lower yourself down, just resting for a moment. We're going to be coming back into that pose, but adding in some arm variations. All right, coming into a crisscross sphinx. It doesn't matter which hand you start with, we're going to switch halfway through, but you're going to walk one arm underneath you and out to the other side, and then your opposite arm is going to cross in front. So you are creating truly a crisscross. So walk your fingertips out, feeling hopefully a little gentle tension across your upper back. And then again, you can let your head come down. If you want to pull a pillow up nearby, you can rest on your pillow. All right, come on up. We're gonna cross with the other arm in front and come right back down. Okay, slowly start to come all the way down onto your belly. And what I want you to do this time is take one leg and just slide it up to the side of your body, releasing your low back. And slide that leg back down. Bring your other leg up. So for any back bends that you might do, this could be a nice gentle release. And slide your leg back. Okay, we are going to come into my favorite upper body pose, open wing. So you'll start with your left hand out long, palm face down, and you're gonna roll onto your left hip. And if you'd like, you can have your pillow nearby to rest your head on your pillow, or let your head come all the way down. And your right arm can stay in front of you or reach up and back. But wherever you land, I want you to try to soften your body, relax, close your eyes, just breathe. Start to roll back onto your belly. And we're going to come right into this on the other side. So extend your right arm out long and roll onto your right hip.
Start to roll back onto your belly.
And slowly press yourself back to child's pose. This time, if it feels okay, keep your legs closer together and walk your arms down by your side. Slowly roll on up. And now we're going to come into my second favorite yin yoga pose, which is melting heart. So for melting heart, you have several options. I'm going to first show you just the original OG basic option. You come into a tabletop and your hips can be slightly back or slightly forward. Everyone's body is going to be a little different with what feels natural here. And you're going to walk your arms all the way out, extending them long so that your chest is coming down between your shoulders. And you can rest your forehead onto your mat. Now, if you'd like a little bit more sensation, and if you'd really like to get into your lats, you can grab a bolster or a block and have it on a higher setting, totally up to you. But you can elevate your hands this way, or bring the bolster a little closer, bend your elbows overhead. Okay, so take the variation that feels right for you today. Slowly start to press yourself up and press back to child's pose. Once again, bringing your arms down by your side. Okay, roll yourself up. And we're gonna incorporate just a little lower body today. We're going to come into a seated figure 4, but with an upper body bonus. So I want you to have your arms behind you. Fingertips can face behind you as well. And we'll just start with our right leg, right ankle crossing over our left knee. So as you hold here, this might not feel like too much on your arms, but maybe you play with walking them back a little more. Maybe you play with turning your fingertips in towards one another. And hopefully, fairly quickly, you'll start to feel some sensation down the front of your arm. I know I always feel it right at like my elbow crease. Keep your arms as they are and just uncross your right foot and bring your left foot over. I don't know about you at home, but if you've ever done toe stand, for me, this is my toe stand. Uncross your left foot, keep your legs there. Just hold for a few more breaths. Nice, and then gently lift yourself up. Always a little stiff after, so try not to get too crazy with your movement. Just sit in a neutral position for a few breaths. All right, and before we come on to our backs, I just really love doing a forward fold. So we're gonna do a butterfly pose with some bonus upper body. So for your butterfly today, don't worry about cranking your feet all the way in. They can be out a little wider, more relaxed and neutral. If you just want a breather from your upper body, then forward folds. However, if you want to add in a little extra upper body, I'm gonna need my block because I'm just not very bendy. You can take eagle arms. So start with your right arm under your left, and it's okay if you're not in a full bind. If you're here, that works too. And I'm just gonna rest my elbows on my block and then let my head and neck relax. If you're taking eagle arms, just switch your bind. So then wherever you are, slowly roll on up. You can put your block and your pillow to the side or your bolster to the side and come all the way onto your back. For our final pose today, we're going to take banana asana. And to make it a little upper body bonus, you're going to grab opposite elbow. This becomes too much, just let your arms rest overhead. Keeping your back on your mat, the whole back side of your body on your mat. Walk your feet over to the left corner of your mat, right? And it's okay, they can walk a little further beyond. And then what I want you to do is inch your upper body over towards the top corner of your mat. All right, so by doing this, you're creating a little banana shape, and you should feel a nice stretch down the side of your right body, the right side of your body. And then clasping opposite elbows. I love this one so much because I feel like it's the only one that like really gets into the side of my lat and also part of my pec muscle. It's okay if it feels different for you, but as long as you're feeling some sensation down the right side of your body, then you're doing it right. And if you want a little bit more sensation, especially for your hip and lower body, you can cross your right foot over your left. Slowly start to walk yourself back to the center of your mat. And just for a moment, bend your knees. You can hug them into your chest. Give a little gentle rock. So then send your legs out long. We're going to come into that on the other side. So this time, walking your feet all the way over to the right bottom edge of your mat or beyond, and then inching your upper body over. And take a moment to play to see what you need here. Maybe you can go a little further, or maybe not. Just work where your body is today. Start to come back through center. And just one more time, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then setting up for your Shavasana. If you want to have a pillow or a bolster under your head or your legs, set that up now. Just give yourself a couple minutes here. I promise I will guide you out when it's time. Start to notice your breath. And in your own way and in your own pace, start to make your way over to one side of your mat. With your eyes closed, make your way to a seated position. Bring your hands to heart. Deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Thank you all so much for sharing your yin practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you all so much. If you like this video and you want more of it, you can give it a thumbs up or leave a message below with any of your requests, and I'll make it happen for you. I'll see you next time.